That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning, Mr. J. Happy Thursday.
It's already Thursday?
It is.
Oh, my
This week
goodness.
has flown by.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it has.
We have so much to talk about, so little time, but before we get into the OKC Thunder and all of that great stuff, we've got a very special in-studio guest this morning, Laney J.
We do. Cristal Joslin. She is a District 1 County Commissioner candidate. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Welcome. How are you doing this morning?
I'm great.
Excellent.
Happy to be here.
Well, we're appreciative that you are here this morning. We appreciate every candidate that comes in and tells us what they will add to the office.
That's right. We need to know about it.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, tell us a little bit about your background, maybe where you're from and how Broken Bow / Hochatown became home.
Well, Broken Bow and Hochatown became home 15 years ago, and part of that is because I have actually been coming to McCurtain County and specifically up to Hochatown area since 1991. We started coming up, actually came in 98 or 88 with our senior class.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
Camped out down at the river area, and then as an adult and as a mama and a parent and a wife, we started coming up here and camping and enjoying the scenery and enjoying the lake and just the nature. And we did that for years. And finally, it was one of those, it's kind of a cheaper to keeper thing.
Yeah.
We can keep carrying stuff back and forth every weekend, or we can actually invest.
Yeah.
And invest in our future home. And so it was always the plan that from that point forward that we would get some land, we would build a house, and this is where we would retire and live until we died. So
Okay.
that was the plan. And I actually have family roots in McCurtain County. My great-great-grandfather died in Shinewell in 1927 and was from the Cerro Gordo area, and that their property borderlined, and the house is actually still there, but on the Arkansas side. But they had a store and a little hotel and those kinds of things all the way back into the 1880s and 1890s. So it's kind of one of those roots things. You kind of find where your spirit lies, and then that's where you want to get back to. And I didn't know all of that in the very beginning, but my mom's big into genealogy. So, when you're reading the Bible, you get the begats and the begats and begats, and then when you listen to my mom, you get the begats and the begats, and they don't make sense until they do, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how we established our roots. We bought our property in Hochatown in 2015 and 2011. So we've been here for 15 years and I love it. This is our home. It is our sanctuary. It is our peace place.
Nice.
So.
Absolutely. Well, of course, obviously you are running for county commissioner.
Yes, sir.
So what was it that made you decide to run for county commissioner this go round?
Well, this was not a decision I took lightly because this is not the side that I ever wanted to be on. I'm not a politician. So really where I started was I've been going to county commissioner meetings and county level meetings for over 2 years and bringing those to the public through McCurtain County Government Transparency's Facebook page because I saw some things that didn't necessarily line up with my way of thinking and with what I was hearing from the public. And I'm one of those people who wants to see it and hear it for myself and then bringing it to others so that they could see it and hear it. And what I started hearing a lot more of was that people weren't trusting and people weren't feeling like they were getting heard, that there were concerns with certain areas not getting looked after anymore, that all the focus and concentration was in just a couple of certain areas where tourists are high traffic. But every part of this county is impacted by tourism, and wear and tear on roads and services are extended to an area and to a level that our county is not able to truly keep up with it.
Yeah.
So I was asked, would I consider running? And my answer was no, 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 no.
It was like an immediate no.
It was an immediate no, and it continued to be a no for a couple of months. And then I think the tipping point was just the fact that, quite frankly, Ho Chi Town Volunteer Fire Department has just been mistreated, and some other parts had been mistreated for such a long time that somebody had to step in. And then when I found out that there were some other candidates that were stepping in, I thought, okay, I'm not alone in my thinking, right? If you've got 6 people running for District 1 and 6 people running for District 3, then there's obviously some issues that the community wants changed. So let's get out there. Let's get out there, let's hear from the public, and let's find out what needs to be changed and see if we can make an impact. And if we can, let's get it done.
I like that. If you want some change, go out and start that change yourself.
Absolutely.
Well, so give us an example. What experience would you say qualifies you for being county commissioner?
Well, so I've never been a politician, but I have been in public works for well over 30 years. I started out back in the day, way back in the day, before I had my first degree, as a secretary at the Texas Department of Human Services, food stamps, Medicaid, AFDC. Worked my way up, got a degree in accounting, then became a teacher, an assistant principal. I have 2 master's degrees. One of those master's degrees is in public administration, which focuses on affairs of the public, budgeting, management, open meetings, open records, all the laws that go along with that, and how to get people engaged. And then the other side of it is writing grants and then working with so many different facets. People think that education is just about educating kids, but it's really not. Like, you really have to have public support. You have to engage. You work with a board. You work with different community services, everything from, I've been the director of the homeless, the special ed, talented and gifted, and you learn a lot about people and what needs to happen. So it's about community services as well when you're in education. Education is one of those areas that, unless you just stick in one, if I was a social studies teacher and I only worried about social studies, then I'm not getting that. But because of my background, I have actually been in opportunities for everything from incident command, the NIMS classes that all of our first responders take. I've taken those. Active shooter, stop the bleed. Like, when you are an administrator in a school, people forget that you're also incident commander until police or fire or whoever shows up to support you. I've been in active shooter situations. So my background is very diverse. I worked in Dallas ISD for 13 years. So you learn a lot.
Right.
And you have to learn a lot. And that's the thing, is I'm a continual learner. So when it comes to what do I know about being a county commissioner, I've been going to those meetings for over 2 years. I've researched and I've dug in. Have I been a county commissioner? No. Have I ever run a road grader? No. But we have people who are good at that. We have people who do that. So it's leadership, it's openness, and it's being willing to hear the public.
Well, you mentioned, you and others seeing possible change being needed. That's why so many people are running.
Yes.
I have another question for you.
Okay.
One of the biggest issues that you say you're running for, what would one of those be? One of the biggest issues McCurtain County is facing right now, and what may you do to remedy that or help that out, or as a commissioner?
We actually have 2 big issues. One is, this piece is tied together. The openness and the trust goes with our county's reputation. We've had a bad reputation for a long time. Goes back to, when we even had protests a couple of years ago, which I covered. We need to make sure that we are upfront in every decision that we make, everything that we do. We need to show what we're doing. And with open government, open meetings, and open records, my philosophy is, if we're not hiding anything, why aren't we showing it? And why aren't we explaining our decisions? I can live with a decision if you give me the why behind it. And I don't think that we're getting the whys behind it when you have things that are on a Board of County Commissioners agenda for months on end with no resolution and people hanging in the balance, especially when it comes to safety, like Hochtown Volunteer Fire Department and the needs that we have up there. Tell us why. And if you tell us why, we'll either like it or we won't like it, but we'll move on, right? So we have the trust and the openness is one big piece. And then, by and large, everybody in the county is upset about our roads, right? Now, can roads be fixed overnight? Absolutely not. It takes time. It can take 8 years for bridges to be taken care of. There's a lot of environmental impact studies that have to be done. There are grants that you have to get. There's funding that we have to get from the state legislators. Those things take time. But you can plan, but you can also, again, be open and honest with people about where are you on the list. If I'm on Tebow Road, right, tell me where I am on the list. Tell me what you're going to do in the meantime with the drainage and the flooding issue. Send your road graders out, make sure that there's a crest in the road so water runs off. If there's an area that constantly has water on it, let's dig some ditches. Let's put out some tin horns. There are some things that we can do in the meantime that fix those, but people want to see you working and they want to know what's going to happen for them and for their area. Not just, and I love tourists. We have a company that operates on tourism, right? But our tourists and the money that they bring in also brings in a lot of trauma for our area. In traffic, in road use, in using of our resources, whether it's EMS or our fire department, our police department, our county sheriff, bless their heart, they are so tied in, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and that brings me to another question then. While you were out there campaigning, because you've been out there campaigning now for a little while, what are you hearing most from your voters specifically?
Same thing.
Same thing?
Same thing. Trust, transparency.
And that's why it's on your radar, too.
And that's why and the roads. Those are the reasons why those have been on there. And I think people are willing to tell me a little bit more because they know what I've been doing with government transparency. You know, just the other night I got a call to go to Millerton. And one of my big philosophies, and I think the reason why I've been in education and on this side of it for so long, is I fight for the underdog. So when people in power take advantage of those who are not in power, somebody's got to stand up. And I was raised on the philosophy by a Marine and a strong-willed woman. You stand up for what's right, even if you stand up alone. And so that's where I am in it. You know, I know that there are people out there who don't like what I'm saying and what I'm doing, but if it brings awareness to what's going on in the county, and maybe I'm not the right person to be the county commissioner, I'll be the first to admit that. If I'm not, we've got other candidates out there who could be. So let's hear everybody out. We have a debate tonight at 6 o'clock from 6 to 8. Orrin Jackson from Cable is going to be our moderator. And let's hear from the candidates and let's hear what they have to say so voters can make an informed choice. And that's all I'm about, is bring an issue, try to solve it, and let's see who can bring you to. There's the school bus.
Gotta wave.
Good morning, everybody.
We have to wave at Mr. OG
every day. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So it's bring the awareness and let's let everybody be an informed voter. Don't go by the rumors you've heard. Go by the facts that are presented.
I love that.
That's
prefer
true, though.
that. I mean, everybody that listens to the show knows that, in my opinion, we should get the facts in front of us, and then everybody gets to make their own opinion about
Absolutely,
the facts.
yeah.
You know, I don't, as a media representative, I'm not going to put my opinion out there,
Right.
Because it's not up to me to sway the voters
Exactly.
in one way or another. Putting the candidates in front of you on my show so they can tell where they're at.
Right.
That's my preference overall.
Yeah, when you go in that voter's booth, you could say whatever you want to out in public, but when you go
True.
in that voter's booth, you
Absolutely.
vote your conscience, and you don't have to tell anybody who you vote for. So vote for what you feel like is right for McCurtain County.
If someone's only seen you online, they may have a preconceived notion.
They do.
What do you want people to know about you? Maybe something voters don't know about you that you want them to know, or maybe just tell them, exactly what you stand for overall. there's multiple ways you go about this, but what is that one thing that you want the voters to know about you that they just don't?
I am deeply patriotic. I'm the daughter of a Marine, the mother of an Army vet. I served as the FRG, the Family Readiness Group leader, for 2 years for my son's unit while they were deployed. I always want what's best for our country, and that's down to the individual citizen, and I will fight for that all the way through. If they bring me an issue and it's something I can't do, I won't make a promise and not be able to keep it. I won't overpromise and underdeliver. My word is my word. They should also know that I don't, because I am not a politician, I will not hold back on things that I feel like are important. So that's what they've seen on government transparency, is that when I bring it with facts. And like me, or like how I present it or not like how I present it, the facts are still documented, and that's what I believe we need to do. So the supposition that's out there, those are things that just because it's about your family member or a friend of yours doesn't mean it's not true. In the same way that people bring it at me all the time, that's fine. Now that I'm a public candidate, I welcome that.
And you got to have a thick skin to be a politician.
You do.
I call it a politician,
thick, yeah.
but you know what I mean.
If you're going to run for office, you better be ready.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you have to defend, and sometimes you play offense and you get those things out there ahead of time. And we're all human, so sometimes something slips through the crack. And if it's my mistake, I own it. I own it 100%, whether that's as a parent, as a spouse, as a kid, a child of God, whatever. I'm going to own my mistakes, 100%.
For those listening, we got to wrap it up, but for those listening that maybe want to ask you some more detailed questions about your candidacy and what maybe something that we haven't talked about, but they're like, I feel like this is important to me, and they want to talk to you individually, what's the best way or ways to get a hold of you?
So we have a Facebook page set up. Laney J has that QR code there. You can email me at Cristal4Commish. Spell my name correctly. It's Cristal, Cristal4Commish, the number 4. You can also send me a message at McCurtainCountyNews@gmail.com, or my cell phone number is 214-205-7350. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. You can also text message me at any of those. Welcome the questions. Going to have the debate tonight, and then I'll be on KBL tomorrow morning. So I believe they're going to allow some call-ins tomorrow morning. So call in those questions.
Awesome. Okay.
Nothing
Excellent.
to hide.
There you go.
And
I like
the debate is tonight with the District 1 County Commissioner candidates. That is at the Public Library at 6 o'clock.
In Broken Bow, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Excellent.
ma'am. And it will be live streamed for those who can't make it to that. It'll be live streamed on Government Transparency. And don't forget to register to vote. Tomorrow is the deadline for registering to vote. May 22nd. You can do that online. You can do that in person in Idabel. And just make sure you get there before 4 o'clock tomorrow so you can register.
Yeah, and it's super easy to do it online. Oklahoma.gov/OK portal. I have the link on our website.
Perfect.
But yeah, you need to get that done. But it's very convenient online. Super convenient.
And just one last thing. The primaries, just to make sure everybody understands primaries, the primaries, you can only vote in the category you're registered in.
Right.
So in District 3, the decision could be made on June 16th because there's only Republicans, right? Or it could be in a runoff in August.
Right.
In District 1, it will go all the way to November because Zeb Sims is an independent. Yep. So we'll get a Republican candidate who's going to go up against him in November.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
I have enjoyed this interview.
Well, appreciate that.
Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
It's been
So tonight, 6 p.m., Broken Bow Library.
Yes.
And then tomorrow you'll be on KBEL as well.
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
7:30 in the morning.
7:30. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay.
All right. Excellent. All right, folks, we will be back with Laney J's Lowdown right after some Randy Hauser on Bass Country 106. Good morning. That's right. It's time for Laney J's Lowdown.
Baby's in the corner.
Baby's over there in the corner. If you're watching on the live, you can see.
All All right, yous guys. Okay.
Hey, yous
Now you
guys.
don't want to work for me? What?
Of course not.
Seriously?
It said, I will not work as long as you're in the corner.
Oh, that's what it is. I think you're. Oh, come on. All right. So, one of the things I was going to tell you guys about is this extremely large bowl of guacamole that was made.
Ooh, huge guac?
Yeah, it was a huge guac. It's actually record breaking. Okay.
Okay.
It's the 13th annual avocado festival in Mexico. They made a 14,991 pound serving of guacamole. You know that didn't last long. You know what I mean? That
Dang.
guacamole's not going to last long. You mean none of it turned black before you got it made? That's what I was thinking. They made it in just under 2.5 hours, right? Okay, so
Okay,
that's a massive amount.
That's a massive
They
bowl
used
of guac.
10,000 pounds of avocado.
Dang.
Seriously?
Wow.
How do you even measure that? What do you do? Do you feel a...
Throw it on a scale.
That's just
Put,
a lot.
put it in the back of a dump truck.
And I'm thinking that must have been black before you got done. You know what I mean?
Eating it. They made it in 2 hours, so.
I don't know. It just seems like this is gonna come out like it's gonna go bad. It's avocado. I don't know. All I can think about is how it's only fresh when you eat it. So what'd they do with the excess?
I don't know. Did they feed it to everybody?
They didn't. They did feed it to everybody, but there was still, I'm sure, some left over.
Imagine.
I don't know. It's just weird to me. And then I have a story about Jay. No,
10,000 pounds of avocados?
Yeah.
That's a lot of avocado.
that's a lot of avocado.
Okay.
Okay.
What's this story about me you was talking about?
No, it wasn't about
Tell-
Jay.
tell
It
some-
just, it just made me think. I wonder if this is
Telling
something
lies,
Jay would
telling
do.
cheap little lies.
Okay. So police in Texas say a man may be facing charges because he purposely drove his Tesla Cybertruck into the lake
I saw that.
to try out the wade mode. He did. The Cybertruck was in the water when, police responded. I'm like, are you serious? There's a wade mode feature, which lets the Cybertruck drive through shallow rivers or creeks. But it didn't seem to work out very well because the vehicle became disabled and, the water started coming in. Everyone inside the Cybertruck made it out safely, and the local fire department got it out of the water. But the man was arrested, and he's
Too funny.
facing various charges. So
Well, good. Don't drive your any truck out into the water. How about that?
that's what I was thinking. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Do you just not have anything else to do with your money?
Probably.
Because,
Probably.
if I was the warranty company and I knew that you purposely drove it into the water, I'm not helping you.
Right?
So anyway, I just thought it was crazy. Like, dude, why did you do that?
It's pretty crazy.
It's just dumb. Anyway, that's all I had for you with the lowdown this morning.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yes.
All right, we got to talk about it. The Oklahoma City Thunder. Now we got a few watchers on the show this morning. The Oklahoma City Thunder took Game 2 in OKC to tie the series 1-1. Got 30 points out of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and of course looked a lot better in Game 2.
Well, I'm glad. I was happy to see that they won.
Yeah.
Very happy. I was like, well, Jay's going to be happy. It's going to be a good show tomorrow.
Now, if they win 3 straight, then my prediction holds true. I said they win in game. They win 5 out of 5. They win 4 in 5 games, and then they'll sweep the finals.
That's right.
That's my prediction.
We have people listening from West Hochatown this morning. That cracks me up.
Archie, I'm listening live over here from West Hochatown, a.k.a. Wright City. That's pretty funny,
That
Archie.
is hilarious,
I
actually.
love that,
Yeah.
actually. All right, 7:41.
And
Now, I want to
Time to
say I'm sorry to the kiddos for one reason, because today is Thursday, Kids Impossible Question Time. So normally we would have a Kids IQ. But obviously we didn't today. But that's okay.
good morning. You're on Jay and Laney J Live.
What's up?
Hello, this is Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus.
We didn't order a circus, so
No, it's Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus. Are you a Trump supporter?
all right, yeah, we didn't order a digital circus to call in on the show. So,
Yeah,
have a
thanks,
great
so,
day.
yeah, have a good one.
Peace off. No playing on the phone lines on a Fertily. Come on now. Anyway, what was he saying? The digital
I
circus?
don't even know. The whole digital circus threw me off. How the heck you have a digital circus?
Hey, they used to have a flea circus, right?
I don't get that either.
Where they
Train the fleas?
didn't train a flea.
The flea is riding an elephant. Yeah, its entire family.
That's right. It's time for the impossible question, brought to you by Nova on Broadway in downtown Broken Bow. If you want to play, you got to give us a call to win. What are they going to win today, Bob?
Today, you're going to win a 30-day pass to Deo Gloria Jiu-Jitsu Gym and a gift certificate to Roma Italian Restaurant in Idabel.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
584-3388 or
584-3389 or
584-3372. Those are the numbers to call.
those all the numbers to call.
Yes, call them
Let's
if you
play.
know the answer. Y'all ready?
Let's do it. All right, hold on just a second. All
That's what
right.
I thought.
Just for the record, it is federally against the law to, try to prank call a radio station.
It is. You can and will be prosecuted.
Yeah, well, we just give the phone number to the FCC. We got the number. Call in right now. We give that phone number to the FCC, and then they have the sheriff's department in that area come give them a little visit.
That's right.
So if you have a deputy at your door in the next 30 minutes, do you know why?
That's right.
All right, let's go to the phone line. We haven't given out the question yet, so you can't possibly know the answer.
That's correct.
All right, here's the question.
The average American impulse buys this more than anything else at the grocery store. What is it?
Ooh. Say that again.
The average American impulse buys this more than anything else at the grocery store. What is it? Good morning. What's your answer?
Milk.
Milk. Average person impulse buys milk. That's a great answer. Not it, Laney J. Can you save his life?
Gum.
It's gum! Yes!
Oh.
Who do we have on the phone?
Nathaniel.
That's correct. That's what he said. Congratulations, Nathaniel. You got a last name, Nathaniel, or does Laney already know it?
Laney knows me.
What's your last name?
Williamson.
Okay.
All right, congratulations, Nathaniel Williamson. Come to the radio station and pick up your certificate.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Nathaniel Williamson gets the dub. Compliments on Laney J, saving his life.
There you go.
That's right.
'Cause I'm smart.
It's gum. That's right. Number one thing that is spontaneously purchased is gum.
Well, I can see that because you'll be at the register and you might be standing there looking at all of it and be like, ooh, that looks like a good flavor.
It's exactly at the register.
Yeah.
You are correct. 100%.
I know what they doing with that.
I used to beg my mom to get me some juicy fruit
Okay.
because it was a sweet gum,
Yeah.
and we weren't allowed to get like the sugar-full bubble gums and stuff.
Juicy fruit has sugar.
Yeah, but apparently she didn't feel like it had as much sugar.
Felt like it was okay. All right, then. That's cool.
That's right. That's right.
I love it. All right.
Yeah, we got the correct answer. Thanks for calling. All
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah,
there you go.
That was fun.
I love
Man,
it.
That was very quick.
Hey, again, we had a candidate for county commissioner in studio this morning. Now, if you would like to be a candidate for county commissioner, or not county commissioner, if you're a candidate that would like to be on the show at any point, then give us a call. We'd love to have you on there.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, if you're running for any political office in the area right now and you'd like to come on the show, you can.
That's right.
Just call us. Call me.
Call you or call me?
Either one.
Oh, okay, cool.
I said call us, and then I sang, call me. That's what Blondie said.
That's true. All right, we'll be back. It's Post Malone featuring Blaze Shelton with Pour Me a Drink. Best Country 106. Good morning. That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning, Mr. J.
He's doing good, J Dubs. Thanks for asking.
That's right. He is.
So the Thunder bounce back in game 2. Get a nice dub in OKC. They head to San Antonio for the next game tomorrow night. I think it's tomorrow night.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Nice momentum shift in the series. We'll take it. The Avatar on the court didn't do as well as he did last time.
Okay.
Good morning, Sarah. Everybody, good morning. Welcome to the show.
I know. How is everybody doing?
It's good. It's good. How about you?
It's good.
We were told earlier that we are often listened to see what's going on in the county, in the area. And I like that. I
I do too, yeah, because we try to let you guys know as much as we can,
Yeah.
much as we know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And unfortunately, unlike a few people, we do not know everything.
That's right. That's true.
So,
Drewski. Drewski in the chat.
That's how they be. Like, hey, what do you know about this? I don't know. You
Couple
don't
of
know?
things. Couple of things when it comes to locals.
Okay.
Friday, what is it? Saturday night is the Broken Bow graduation.
Yes.
Saturday night, gates open at 6. Graduation starts at 8. Here's the deal: limited seating, limited parking. Normally, people would set their lawn chairs up in the end zones. That's not available this year due to restoration.
That's right.
So just remember, if you're headed to graduation, that there's limited seating in the home and visitors bleachers.
That's right.
There's also limited parking. So prepare early by only doing some carpooling. Don't bring 13 cars for 13 people.
Yeah.
Do a little
Y'all can
carpooling.
ride together. I know y'all don't like each other.
And if you're thinking, this year's the first year I don't actually have a child in it. I was going to go watch it for so's and so's because I really love their child and I wanted to be there for them. But I realize now that, family is going to need some room since it's limited seating. So I'm just going to watch it on YouTube. Go to the Savage YouTube page, Broken Bow Savage YouTube page.
I think that's a great idea.
So however you consume it, enjoy that graduation. But just remember, limited seating this year due to stadium restoration, and then also limited parking. Same reason. Clear. What else? Oh, I also wanted to talk about this. Now we talked about it at the end of the show yesterday a little bit, but this couple that's navigating from the Great Lakes to, I think it was like Salisaw, Oklahoma. I don't remember what part of Oklahoma it was, but they were navigating through the rivers from the Great Lakes into Oklahoma via boat. I thought that was so cool.
I think it's awesome.
Absolutely.
It's
we'll be following their progress as they head on through.
Let's do it.
I love it. What else?
Who's going to play Are You Smarter Than Jay Yinley today?
What's your nephew's name, Chera? We'd be happy to give him a congratulations. We need to know his name.
That's right.
What was you going to say? Oh, Are You Smarter Than Jay Lindley's coming up next.
I know. I thought maybe you forgot.
Yeah, Tristan Zachary Box graduates high school in Hamilton, Texas. So proud of him.
Awesome.
Happy. Congratulations going out there to all the graduates. I love that. All
Me
right.
too.
584-3388 is the number to call. If you think you're smarter than me today, we'll play coming up after some Riley Green with Change My Mind. Are You Smarter Than Jay Lindley? Up next. Good morning.
At 8:15.
Bass Country 106, Jay and Laney J live. We got a caller on the phone. Good morning, Anonymous. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. It's Pam.
What's up, Pam?
What's up? Not
All right.
much.
All right.
Sitting here in Kentucky in the rain.
Nice.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Love it.
Jay's going to leave the room, so he cannot hear the questions or answers. He has no idea what they are. All right. Are you ready to get started, Miss Pam?
I am.
Okay. Here is your first question. What vegetable is Bugs Bunny known for eating?
Carrots.
All right. What is the world's most consumed fruit?
Apples.
All right. She says apples. What fruit is known as the king of fruits and has a strong smell?
King of fruits. Banana.
All right. You got it. Okay. All right. She said banana. Which fruit contains an enzyme called bromelain that can tenderize meat?
Oh my gosh.
Do you have an answer?
Tomatoes.
All right, she says tomato. And what vegetable was once used as currency by the Romans?
Oh my God.
I need your answer.
Pomegranate.
All right.
Pomegranate.
She says pomegranate. All right, Jay's coming back. He did not hear that. So
Oh my goodness.
let's see if he
Didn't? Okay.
Oh, no. He doesn't get to hear the questions or the answers. He can't hear anything where he goes.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I go in the back production room. It's quiet back there, and I can think.
Okay, are you ready, Jay?
Yes, ma'am. Let's do this.
What vegetable is Bugs Bunny known for eating?
Carrots.
Okay. What is the world's most consumed fruit?
Ooh, dang. Would it be? Ooh, bananas.
All right. What fruit is known as the king of fruits and has a strong smell?
The lemon.
All right, he says lemon. Which fruit contains an enzyme called bromelain that can tenderize meat?
An orange. I'm not doing too well apparently with that deep sigh.
What vegetable was once used as currency by the Romans?
Potatoes.
All right. All right.
Her disgust is so obvious.
I am so disgusted right now. What vegetable is Bugs Bunny known for eating? Carrots. You both got that correct.
Good job, caller.
What is the world's most consumed fruit? She said apple. You said banana. The answer is tomato. What fruit is known as the king of fruits and has a strong smell? She said banana. You said lemon. The correct answer is durian.
Barf.
Which fruit contains an enzyme called bromelain that can tenderize meat? She said tomato. You said orange. The correct answer was pineapple.
Oh, okay.
And which vegetable was once used as currency by the Romans? She said pomegranate. You said potatoes. The correct answer is lettuce. So y'all are 1-1 right now.
We're tied. We're garbage. It's tied like a garbage can. That's right. All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Your name is your buzzer, so holler out your name if you think you know the answer to this burner question, the defeat Jay Lindley questions right here.
I'm going to ask the question. If you know the answer, you holler out your name.
All
Okay. Which vegetable is actually a flower bud?
Vegetable is actually a flower bud. Jay Lindley.
What?
Green peppers.
Wrong.
Oh,
Do you know
man.
the answer, Pam?
No idea.
Oh, man. 3, 2, 1.
Potato.
Okay.
Potato.
I'm going to ask you guys another one.
All right, go ahead.
What vegetable is traditionally used to make... Let me start that again.
Yeah.
What vegetable is traditionally used to make kimchi?
Jay.
What?
Cabbage.
Yes.
Yes! Yes!
Congratulations.
Thank you, Pam.
He
I
only beat you
appreciate
by
that.
one.
Yes, and it took
Welcome.
double overtime like the Thunder a couple nights ago. So
Yeah.
appreciate you so much. You have a wonderful day.
Exactly.
Thanks,
You
Pam.
too. Thank you.
Alrighty, bye-bye. Pam, thank you, Pam.
I like Pam. She was like, I'm playing this game. Because I think her husband called and said, here, play this game.
That's hilarious.
Because I was a little confused initially on the phone.
right.
So I think that's what happened.
So somebody called and then handed her the phone.
That's what I think
I
happened.
love that.
And so she was like, ugh, all right. But she was a trooper,
She
man.
was about
she
that
did
life. I love it. Thank you so much, Pam, for
Be
playing.
doing Pam like that no more. Man.
Joshua's like, nailed it. That's what I'm talking about.
I know. Josh should play sometime.
Yeah, you should play, Josh.
Well, you did good.
Thank you.
How was your evening last night? Did you have a good evening?
I did.
Okay,
I did.
good, good.
What did I do? Watched a little TV with Laura, and then we watched the Thunder. And I went to bed before the Thunder game was over, but they were up by like 12 when I went to bed, so I was happy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I thought about it, and I was like, oh, I wonder who won the game. I had to look it up because
Hey,
I just...
we've got multiple people saying they want to play against Laney J in the chat, so maybe one day I'll have to do it, and we'll switch it up a little bit and let you be the player.
Okay.
We cool with that? One day.
Yeah,
One day.
just once.
One day. Maybe one.
Because
Maybe one
those
day.
people who are saying that are delirious. So.
All right. If you didn't know that they're using psychology in the grocery store, now you know.
Ugh.
Experts say stores purposefully put items in specific locations to make shoppers want to spend more.
We should know that by the way they move stuff around.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, make you look for it, right?
Like, y'all ain't buying any chocolate? Bet. I'm about to put it right here, so you got to walk all the way around it with your buggy.
What's your impulse purchase every time at the grocery store, Laney J? What's y'all's impulse purchase? What is it that you just, for some reason, always get? Laura goes through cycles of impulse purchases. For the record, the most recent was the can of Rotel. And
Should
how
we
I-
just buy one every time?
every time. And how I know that is eventually we get like 14 cans of Rotel in there.
Wolf brand chili.
Okay. That's yours?
Like, sometimes I'll buy a couple extra cans. You know, I'll get 2 cans. It's like, you know, I can think of a few times we've been in the store and Nala has said, Mom, we have plenty of that.
Right.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
So I think I know some people that grew up that didn't have a lot of food in their home growing up. So now as adults, they have a ton of food in their home.
Right, right.
You know, I've seen some pantries and it's like, you've got soup in here that expired in 1989. Oh, well, we might use it one day. Okay. All right. I get it. But at least they know that it's there. So I'm trying to think of something else that, I'll just like buy every time I go to the store. Bananas.
Bananas? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Always want them. I could buy them and then go to the store the next day and buy some more.
Okay. All right. I was just curious. Interesting. Do you still make a paper grocery store list?
That's a fight in my house.
Uh-oh.
My mom has had a list as long as I can remember.
Right.
So the rest of us follow suit. And if you go to the store and you come back with something and you say, oh, I forgot such and such. My mom, did you write it down? Did you make a list?
Was it on the list?
Every time. She does not play about that grocery list. So now I just use the notepad on my phone.
Yeah.
Or sometimes we just have a paper that has everybody's stuff on it,
Right, right.
Like Dad's going to the store, so this is what we need, or I'll go to the store and this is our list. So and I got to admit, it's very convenient. When you have a list, it's really good.
I got you.
But I'd be mad when I forget something. Sometimes, I'll be like, oh, I could get that over here, so I'll just get that there.
Right.
And then I
Never
don't.
go,
Yeah. So a list is really the better way to go. Do you guys make a list?
Laura has a list on her phone, and if I think of something throughout the week or whenever, I'll shoot her a text. Hey, put this on the list.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because, and it never fails. The moment she texts me, hey, I'm at Walmart. You need anything? I don't remember nothing I needed.
Right. No, I'm good.
Had 3 or 4 things pop up in my head over the week that I could have put down on the list, but I forgot.
Yeah.
And now I have no clue what it is.
Yeah.
Laura also, she goes on, I think maybe now that I think about it, her spontaneous purchases at the grocery store are kind of, around me, in the sense that one of the other things we had like a stock of for a little while in the cabinets was chips, those tortilla chips. Because she likes the rounds. I like the scoops. So they would have like 4 bags of that stuff in there.
I
And then I'd
see
go
that.
I'd go on a lick and eat a whole bag in one run.
But then she knows you. So she's probably at the store and like, I don't know if Jay has any more chips or not, and grabs a bag.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
I get that.
No, I'm not blaming her.
That's her
I'm
being
appreciative.
considerate.
Exactly. I'm appreciative
Yeah.
for sure. And then also, there's a new debate online chat. Have y'all heard this one? It's the summer smells debate. Now, we've often talked about foul smells that the summertime brings, but how about those ones that you like? How about those
Okay.
summer smells that get you in the mode for summer? For example, what do you think about fresh cut grass?
I love it.
Yeah? Do we all know now that smell emitted by grass when it's cut is the cry for help, basically?
All right. It's the grass's tears, right?
Exactly. Something along those lines, yeah.
Punk. grass.
Yeah,
Quit
get
crying.
out of here, Chris. And then, okay, how about this one? This is one I thought of myself. Rain on hot cement or rain on hot dirt, like just dirt, fresh dirt.
It has a whole nother smell.
They have distinct smells that are similar, but they are very distinct.
And so hard to describe.
Yes. Oh,
But they're
exactly.
there.
So fun fact: when the sun's out, real hot out, I'll spray the back steps, which are concrete. I'll spray those to get that smell every once in a while when it's real hot out.
It's like I remember the first time I went to Arizona. I was 15 and a half. I was 15.
Yeah.
And there was this smell, and I can't even describe it. I was like, what is that? My dad's like, we're looking out the windshield. We're headed east back to Texas. And he said, it's the rain. And I was like, I was young. I'm like, you can smell the rain? He's
Right.
like, yeah, take it in. And I did, and that, it's so hard to describe.
Exactly.
But it's just a nice
But so
smell.
distinct too. Everybody
Yes.
recognizes it.
Yes.
But you can't say this is what rains on a hot ground smells like.
Yeah, no, you can't. But it's just cool. It's cool smells.
Good morning, Lisa. So yeah, how about this? Lake water. There's just a distinct smell when you're at the lake, on the beach of the lake,
Yeah,
on a hot day.
yeah.
The river smells different. The ocean, obviously,
Different.
smells different. But those bodies of water all have a distinct smell.
Mm-hmm. Sunblock, suntan lotion.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sunscreen, absolutely. Or even more, get more specific. It's the sun tanning oil, the
Hawaiian Tropics,
Hawaiian
baby.
Tropic. That
Love
was
the
it.
smell of that.
The brown
Yes,
bottle.
yes.
It was like an oil.
Yes.
Absolutely.
My
Hawaiian
friends used
Tropic.
to put it on them. I never would because I burn. But like, y'all want to go lay out? Sure, I'll go with you. And I'm laying there covered with a towel from toes to head with my sun hat on. I love my sun hats, but I burn so easily. But my friends, they would get up on the roof and rub themselves down with that Hawaiian Tropic oil.
Oh, yeah.
And they would burn.
A little bit.
And then, we'll be brown tomorrow morning. It's
Sure
like,
enough.
are you seriously going to do it? They did it.
Oh, yeah.
So
we did that. We'd go to Whitewater and bathe in that stuff.
But yeah,
Just
it
lather
smells
up,
good
boy.
though.
We could slide across the concrete if we wanted to, but so yeah. And then last but certainly not least, that barbecue, the smell of that grill or that smoker. Yeah.
You are so right. It is so good.
Oh man, whatever. Think about it this way: back when you were kids, whatever Dad was cooking on the grill, you were outside playing in the hot. Probably had maybe you had a water park to go to, or just a neighborhood, swimming pool or swimming hole.
Slip and slide.
Slip and slide. Oh yes, you were out there all day on that slip and slide, finding new ways to slide.
Yes, or
And then-
kill your sibling.
And then you smell that grill, the burgers, the hot dogs.
And it's like when if you're just making like hamburgers for dinner,
Yeah.
you're gonna make your patties. You may have cheese and whatnot. And you're gonna cut up some lettuce, some tomatoes, some onion. You're gonna have all that.
Oh yeah.
But when you're doing a barbecue or a grill, you're grilling. It's like all you need is that meat, bread, and cheese. Like
Yeah, oh yeah.
of
Especially
course,
as a kid.
there may be, you may have your ketchup, mustard, and stuff. But like a hot dog, you can get a fancy hot dog.
Exactly.
But when you're out in the heat and somebody's on that grill and you come back and you're just like, I'm hungry. And you just put that weenie in that hot dog and you just eat it. You
Absolutely.
don't care if you have anything on top of it. Like a sandwich. A sandwich when you've been at the water park all day. It's the best freaking sandwich you've ever eaten in your
Ever
life.
had. It was just bologna, cheese, and bread.
Yes, and if you had chips, we would stick chips on ours.
Exactly.
But there is no sandwich. We used to say, ain't no sandwich like a Magic Spring sandwich.
Exactly.
Because you've just been so busy all day.
And we didn't grow up with the most money in the bank account. So you brought your sandwich to Magic Springs.
Yes.
And then Magic Springs about 10 years later figured out if you let the people go back to their cars, they got sandwiches in their cars. So we won't let them do that no more.
Well, they do now.
I know, I'm just playing.
But that's how it would be. But, well, actually, they have some picnic tables now. And then you got to fight the bugs. And you got to fight the ants.
I think now they'll actually let you bring a cooler in even.
There's days where you can bring your coolers.
Days?
Like certain
Gotcha.
days,
Okay.
yeah. But like I said, you got to fight everything. You may be fighting bees, or whatever. But it's just, I don't know if that is just like American or what that is. But you don't mind fighting everything that day.
Yeah.
Eating your food and just, chilling with your loved ones.
Absolutely.
That's definitely summertime.
Summertime is upon us, baby.
Yeah, definitely.
We have Memorial Day weekend this week. We're not doing the show for Monday?
Oh, yeah, are we?
I guess not. It's Memorial Day Monday, right?
And Memorial Day is
We'll
Monday.
take the day
That's
off.
the day we take off.
Yeah. That'll be one of the few we actually take the day off.
No,
It's
it'll
on
be
the show.
cool. I mean, if you want to be here, though, we can be. Actually, I want to say there was a Memorial Day, and it may have been last year that we ended up coming in anyway because we were like, let's just.
Yep,
But
I remember that.
it seems like we did. Like we came in anyway. But we should take the day off.
Yeah, we don't take many days off. I'm good with that. Ha! Courtney P.I. I just walked into a smell from the dog. Oh, no. One of my least favorite. Okay, for the record, and then she talks about the dogs, regurgitating, not going number 2. But one of the few things I cannot stomach is animal puke in the floor.
Especially when they clean up after themselves. That's what I don't like.
I would rather them clean up after themselves than me have to do it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's disgusting. I ain't gonna look at it. But the smell, the look of it, the texture,
Yeah, it's disgusting.
it's where I'd rather clean up poo.
Really?
Seriously. Oh, absolutely.
I don't know what it is. Vomit has never bothered me. It just doesn't.
It doesn't bother Laura, so she handles it.
Yeah, I will handle it. People can't do it. I got you. Because it doesn't bother me. Maybe it's because my smeller don't work so great. So then, unless it's just an overpowering smell.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't get that. I don't smell it as much as other people do. I don't know, but it's never bothered me.
Okay. All right, then. Well,
I say
fine.
that. Now watch it start bothering me.
she'll start gagging.
Yeah.
Instantly. That's what I'm talking about.
Because you could throw up in here and I would clean it up.
And then they lick your face. Oh, isn't that
Don't
cute?
lick my face. Ew.
All right, coming up next, we got the mashup of the news. But first, here's some Parker McCollum with his latest
Ooh.
Killing Me on Bass Country 106 with Jay and Laney J live. Good morning! All right, it's time for your mashup of the news. The chat is getting a little crazy over here at KKBI FM, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
That just irritates the fire out of me.
You got to breathe through your nose, Cassifer says. I love it. All right, we got to stop so Laney J can do the mashup of the news.
I'd rather talk about how you think people are stupid. Come on.
She's not talking about me, chat, or face or radio people. Continues. Let's do this.
All right, you guys. I don't even know what we're doing now. I'm so mad.
The mashup of the news.
CBS crowned Aubrey Bracco as the winner of its monumental 50th season of Survivor.
Oh.
50 seasons.
There was like
What are
a
y'all
major
doing?
malfunction on Survivor.
There was
Last night.
The entire
this
series.
is a spoiler alert just for the record if you watch Survivor and haven't watched the final episode.
Stephen Colbert's Late Show exit is going to have Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal in Aubrey Plaza. That's going to be cool. They're going to be sending him off since it's going to be, his last show. Details have emerged about how Oscar nominee Haley Steinfeld and Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen are actively preparing for the arrival of their newborn baby girl. Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi, they were spotted enjoying a beach getaway vacation in Hawaii. Nobody cares. I'm going to call the entertainment industry real quick. Is that
Okay.
cool? I'm just going to call them up. We're going to talk about it. Vanessa Trump.
Hello,
announced-
entertainment here. Hello.
Don't give me to the FCC. Vanessa Trump announced that she has a breast cancer diagnosis, but she's undergone a procedure and she is focused on recovery. And Phil Collins made a rare public appearance at an event exciting fans following his retirement touring date, and that's because of his severe health and mobility issues. But it's nice to see Phil Collins. You know, he's
In the air tonight?
yeah, he's definitely in the air tonight. Chris Jansen said that he has a hard time saying no to his fans. He said if people want to see him and they send him offers, he tries to think about how logistically he can make it happen.
Nice.
Like, okay, I have a show in this town this day. Maybe I could go here the day before. You know, he just tries to make it work, and I think that's pretty cool.
That's
How
cool.
are you guys just reaching out to these people? What's the deal?
They figured out our secrets.
Yeah, I like it. Former voice judge Michael Bublé says that he thinks Riley Green could be a future winner on the show. And he said he would vote for him multiple times so he would win. Riley Green has got some fans in high places, and I love that. Anyway, you guys, that's it for your morning mashup of your entertainment and music news.
Thank you so much, Laney J.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. So exciting.
Cade Coleman, are you here in the chat? Cade, are you listening?
Who?
Yeah. Cade Coleman, are you here yet? Just wanted to tell Cade good morning. He doesn't have a lot of good radio stations in his area.
Uh-huh.
And he happens to like us now.
Well, I want to say a
He's
big
a
shout
newbie.
out to Jaden, who's getting married today.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Absolutely. What
Cade is Lisa Giles' son.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, she has introduced us to him.
I love that. Shout out to Cade one time.
That's right. So good morning, Cade.
All right, excellent. I like that. Connecting locals that aren't local.
That's right. He doesn't have good stations where he's at. So bet we got you.
We got you. Keep
We
us
got
locked.
we got an app too, so you could listen to us down
Anywhere.
there. So
That's
it's
right.
awesome. Yeah.
I love it.
Me too.
Hey, bug season is here, Laney J. Your favorite season of the year.
It's tough.
Bug
Jay.
season. We know Laney J's least favorite bug of all time is the spider.
It is.
Dun, dun, dun. Other than spiders, what's the next least favorite bug? What's the
roach.
worst? A rochacho?
You
La
better not come around
cucaracha.
me. The rochachos, no.
La cucaracha.
I kill a spider and I'll leave it out so its little buddies can see it. I killed it and I ain't playing. I'm afraid they're all going to come at me at night when I'm
Posted
asleep.
in the square, in town square, which is the living room.
That's right.
Set it in there. Say,
Behold.
Look here, spider buddies. This is what's going to happen to you. You come around
That's
me.
right. The last spider that tried me, you see what happened to him.
Are y'all mosquito magnets, or y'all never really get bitten?
I'm a mosquito magnet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad. And then I get the big red.
Red whelps?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's bad, and they itch.
Anybody ever use... My mom used Skin So Soft on us. Mm-hmm. What was it that y'all used?
It doesn't work for me. We use
Okay.
that too, but even off, I have
The
a hard
deep-
time. Yeah, they still want to get me. I'm telling you, I could be marrying Morgan Wallen tonight, and there's mosquitoes. Oh, sorry, babe, I'm out. I cannot do it. I can't do the mosquitoes. It's tough. Oh, I hate them. I'm telling you, I'll give up on any kind of social event if I'm getting attacked by mosquitoes.
Anybody still use old school remedies for bugs?
I mean, that's skin so soft. Like my mom would put it on my brother and herself, and they would be okay. They'd still get me.
It was strong. I didn't like it. It was too sweet for me.
But you could use that stuff for a lot of stuff. But,
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't like the smell, but I'd rather smell that than get hit by skeeters.
And like they have those bracelets that have citronella in them that are supposed to keep the bugs away.
Does that work?
No.
Oh, okay.
Man, I
I
bought
didn't
some of
think so.
those.
I didn't think that would
And
work.
I don't really want to talk crazy about them, but no, they don't work. Now, Nala says that they work for her. So maybe it's just me. I don't know. I personally feel like they're trash, but whatever. And I won't buy any more.
Yeah, now's the time. If a spider looks oddly hairy and it's not a tarantula, it's probably its babies on its back. So don't squish it because those babies will scatter.
And you guys, I'm telling you, for those of us that don't like spiders, it's not fun.
That's the worst, ain't it?
I was topless back here in the back of the station because a spider crawled on me and then got in my shirt. I told my brother that last night, and he's like, "Was Jay there?" I said, "No, thank goodness."
Thank goodness. That's hilarious.
Thank goodness. I would have been diving into the podcast room and probably tore it up.
But the Texans outside got a show. Woo.
Telling you guys, those Speedermans are not cool. I can't.
Do you know your blood type?
B negative.
B negative. Somebody asked if your blood type was O.
Nope, it's just B negative.
Are certain blood types more attractive to skeeters? Is that what we're saying here?
That's what they say, but I think that might be like, I mean, you know, B negative is in high demand in the humans as well. But I don't know.
Skeeters like, boy, that stuff's sweet.
That's like saying,
give me some B negative. I want dessert.
That's right. You know, all your little mosquito friends are all over there in a group. All right, she's B negative. Which one's going for her? I'm going to go ahead and say this is how I feel about this.
Okay, well, just tell us. Laney
Prove
J.
me wrong.
Okay.
But saying that mosquitoes like you for your blood type is like saying you're a jerk because you're a Leo.
Oh, dang,
You know what I mean? Like, that's just no.
She's stepping on all kinds of toes in the chat over here. I love it.
Oh, those ladies can handle me. It's the dudes that can't handle it in the chat. You guys, I'm going to let y'all know that right now. If you're a female and you're watching, I guarantee you can go to our chat, or if you're listening, you go to our chat, KKBI FM, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. You will see it's the men who can't handle it. The ladies in the chat are G's, every one of them. We had one lady that couldn't handle it, and she rarely comes in now.
Definition of a man, I would say no men truly have an issue. I'd say the little boys do.
You're right.
Oh, he's 42. I don't care. He's acting like a little kid.
That's right. Like Courtney, she don't like the things I say.
There's actually a scientific study on it.
That's what I'm saying. So what does she do? Instead of getting mad and talking crazy
She
like
proves you
Moose
wrong.
Knuckle Windsor would do,
Ha!
she's like, here's some facts for you, Queen Bee. I got you. They throw out the facts. Lisa does that too. Like the lady said this morning, come with the facts, bro. If I had an extra missile. Sorry. Could we
love
get
that?
Theo Vaughn on the show?
I'd
I
love
mean,
to.
I would love
If he's ever
that.
coming to Ho Chi Town or Broken Bow, please just have him stop in.
I wish he would. He could just call
Shoot
us.
him a message.
You know what? I should.
Shoot him a message. Say, do you happen to visit the area or, drive through? Because if so, you could bless us with 10 minutes of your time on the show.
I would probably fangirl if Theo Vaughn came.
Man, we're Oklahomans. We don't fangirl over nobody.
I don't know. Well, okay. I just won't be here that day.
We've had huge celebrities in the area, and we'll walk up to them and say, "Hey, don't look too busy in the moment. Do you mind taking a picture?" But we're not screaming
You're
like
right,
they do
we
in
don't.
L.A. or
We
New
don't.
York. We don't do that around here.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
and most of us don't want to bother them.
exactly.
We were eating lunch one day at a restaurant in Tulsa. And my brother was like, "That's Ronnie Millsap." I said, "It is not." "Oh, crap, that is Ronnie Millsap. I'm going over there and talking to him." He's like, "No, you ain't. No, that man's eating."
Yeah.
I think the majority of us, you're right. We're probably like that.
Yeah.
I did, after they ordered their food, but before they got it.
Gotcha.
But he was so cool. So
Awesome.
very nice. But you're right. I didn't think about that, but you're right. That's how it be.
We don't crowd them. We don't go crazy. We do recognize them. We say, hey, if we're a fan even,
Yeah.
we'll be like, hey, love your show or love your music or whatever.
Yeah.
Love how you play on the field, whatever. But we're not all up in their grill acting stupid. I just don't see it. Now, OKC may have that now because of the Thunder.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have that now. I'm sure they have the paparazzi all up in the grill. But you ain't going to find that in Southeast Oklahoma. And there's tons of celebrities that come around here. We've seen them.
Rodney Carrington.
Yeah.
People were talking to him about living in Tulsa and stuff. He's like, I go to the mall, don't anybody even recognize me.
Yeah.
But no, he was saying that he can go, him and his family can go out and they can shop and they can do things. And sometimes people will talk to him.
Of course.
But they don't rush him.
You're
They
right.
just give him his space. I think is the same for Garth Brooks.
If I saw, let's say, one of my favorite people doing whatever they're doing right now, let's say if I saw Gavin Adcock walking down the street right now, I would absolutely open the door and say, love your music, Gavin Alltalk. You know, I'd maybe not that, but you know what I'm saying. I would let him know that I'm a fan, but I wouldn't run up on him. I wouldn't rush him. I wouldn't be all up in his grill.
I must not be from Oklahoma.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah. He would skip away happily.
He'd be skipping back to this radio station is what he would be doing. So I'd be like, hey, we need an interview. Come here.
See, I wouldn't even do that. The man's doing something.
I
He's
know.
busy.
Yeah,
He's going on about his life.
When you're done, stop back by.
Exactly. We should have known that you were going to be here, sir, so we could have interviewed you.
Yeah, don't ever come without letting us know again. You're in trouble. Where's Zach's crying at?
But yeah, I've been around Zach's crying. I've been around a lot of those artists, especially at Born and Raised Festival, and they're just people. It's craziness. Yeah, they make a lot of money. Yeah, they have a lot of fans, but they just regular old people that be doing stupid stuff too.
That's what I would do if we saw Gavin Adcock.
What?
Zach's in the back. You want to see him?
Now, smack talk we have plenty about Zach Bryan, but his dad is a cool dude, a super cool dude. I've hung out with his dad a lot.
And they've been,
Zach's dad is cool.
They've been camping by Zach's dad for a while.
Yes, for years.
Some years.
So it's not like this
That's
is brand
nothing
spanking.
new. Yeah.
We've been camping with Zach's dad at Born and Raised for years now. So
And that's because when I saw the there was something that I saw. It was before the fight. I don't remember what it was that I saw.
A couple years before, I think.
But I was like,
was it his camp? Was the big Zach Bryan blow up, or it was actually a mannequin dressed like Zach Bryan?
Oh my gosh! Well, I just remember asking Laura because they were there. It was something that I saw, and I was like, "Hey, is Zach over there at his dad's camp?" And she was like, "No, we haven't seen him," but I knew to ask her that because it had been a few years that y'all been hanging out with him.
Yeah, they were right across the street, and we're talking a little one-lane dirt road for the first year. That's how we met him. I mean, he just come over and chatted with us in our camp. He was a really cool guy.
Yeah, because when you told me, I was like, you lying. And then Laura told me, I was like, dang.
I was like, look it up. That's Zach Bryan's dad. Sure enough.
Like, all right, he's telling the truth. But y'all said since the beginning that he was real cool.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome that his son is Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
And he goes to the Born and Raised Festival every year.
Exactly.
He's a down-home dude.
He was going before Zach Bryan was known.
Right.
In the public.
Yeah.
That's Zach Bryan.
So he's a live music supporter. I love that.
Absolutely. Have a great day. Thank you for joining us. I think it's about time to get on out of here. Laney J.
I've been having fun. I want to go.
I know. Hey, don't forget, we gave all our tickets away, I think, but the Texas Rangers American Rodeo Championship weekend is this weekend. Tomorrow, Midland will be the musical headliner. Then Saturday, Chris Young will be the headliner. If you want to get your tickets now, you can go to globelifefield.com/American. That's globelifefield.com/American.
That's right. You guys get out there. Go get your tickets so you'll be ready to go. It's going to be fun. I'm sure it's going to be a great show.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, if you hear a political speaker on our show in the morning, that is a designated time we've set aside for all candidates. So if you are a candidate and you'd like to get on the show, give us a call here at the radio station, or maybe one of our media personnel have reached out to you. Go ahead and reach back out to them. We'd be happy to get that on the calendar, as well as if you're going to be out at specific places to do your talking.
Yep.
Then you want to get some advertising on the airwaves. Of course, we're federally regulated with that advertising, so everybody gets the equal. We don't, we don't give one guy a better deal than the other just because I'm gonna vote for him or her.
Right.
That doesn't happen. We could get
in trouble for that.
We would get in trouble because all of that is a public information that you can find online. So we do it. We play by the rules because
we have to.
Why break the rules?
That's right. We don't want to do that. And we want you guys to get a fair chance to hear your candidate or who, if you're undecided,
that part.
maybe these interviews that we do with them or them coming on, telling about themselves, y'all can watch them and see them, and that makes a big difference.
You can see how they interact with us. You know how we are, so you can see them interact with us, and then you can go to hear them speak on a more personal level, or reach out to them. You're welcome to reach out to them. They'll give their contact information for their constituents to tell them what they want to see them do or say.
That's right. Tell them what they've won, Bob.
Tell them what they've won, Bob. Well, you've won a round on Jay and Laney J Live.
No, never mind. Don't want it.
Yeah, give it back. Give it to the next guy. Double it and give it to the next guy.
That's right. Give that charity away. All right, you guys.
All right, that's going to do it for the show.
Fine.
Everybody have a wonderful Thursday. We'll talk to you one more time this week. It'll be Friday. It'll be a Friday show, and then we will be off the air Monday for Memorial Day.
Yeah.
So 3-day weekend this weekend, chat. Join us on the show tomorrow then, so you don't
make
miss
sure
out.
You're here.
Yeah, make sure you're here.
We're going to have some fun. Fridays are always fun.
love it.
Doc Loft will be here too tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, so.
Betty cool.
Yeah, we'll have a good time. So show up and show out like
on
Jay.
that note, everybody have a wonderful day. Have some good times and 10 lines with
Yes.
Zach Top. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace off and God bless you.
Bye.